Hello students, welcome back to video solutions of your full length test 4, and in this video we are going to discuss as usual in-depth solutions of your botany section A and section B. Okay, so I am Ronia, currently an intern at Government General Hospital Mehboob and I'll be teaching you botany for next 1 hour. So stay tuned. So let us just start. The first question, what does it say? It says, select the correctly written scientific name of mango, which was first described by Carolus Linnaeus. So what did Carolus Linnaeus say? Carolus Linnaeus said that every organism has a scientific name, and this scientific name has two components. The first component is the name of the species, and the second component is nothing but genus. Okay, so according to Carolus Linnaeus, every organism has a universal scientific name which has two components. First one indicates the genus. Okay, the first word of the name indicates the genus, and the second word of the name indicates species, and there is a third word also which we add, which is nothing but Lin. Capital L-I-N-N, Lin, which indicates Linnaeus. Okay, so scientific name for mango, as we all know, is Mangifera indica. Scientific name for mango is Mangifera indica, Lin. Okay, Lin indicates Linnaeus. Okay, so the answer to this question is option number 3. Moving on to question 102, what does it say? It says carbon dioxide plus water combine to form bicarbonic acid. Okay, so here in this question, okay, this is my PDF. Here the 2 is missing, but in your PDF it won't be missing because cutting here only in front of you. Okay, don't worry. So statement 1 says carbon dioxide plus water combine to form bicarbonic acid, which has formula of H2CO3. Without enzymatic reaction, only 100 molecules of bicarbonic acid are formed in 1 hour. That is what statement 1 is saying. So this statement is incorrect. Why is it incorrect? Because according to your NCERT, a non-enzymatic reaction of carbon dioxide and water produces 200 molecules of bicarbonic acid in 1 hour. Okay. Produces 200 molecules of bicarbonic acid in 1 hour. So the statement is wrong. And what is this next statement saying? It is saying that in this reaction, carbonic anhydrase has accelerated reaction rate by 10 billion times. Okay, so 10 billion times is also wrong because according to your NCERT, it is 10 million times. Okay, so statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect. So answer to this question would be option number 2, which is statement 1 and statement 2 are incorrect. Okay, I hope it was clear to you. Moving on to question 103, what does it say? The complex polysaccharide like chitin is a homopolymer. Okay, the complex polysaccharide like chitin is a homopolymer and is made up of N-acetyl glucosamine. Okay, is made up of N-acetyl glucosamine. Now moving on to question 104, it says chiasmata is well demarcated in. Okay, so chiasmata is well demarcated in which stage of meiosis? It is seen in meiosis 1 in diplotin. Okay, so in diplotin, when there is cross after packeting, that is after finishing the crossing over in packeting, the site at which crossing over has occurred, that site forms an X-shaped structure, and that X-shaped structure is known as nothing but chiasmata. Okay, and that is seen in diplotin phase of meiosis, which is third option. Okay. I hope it is clear to you. So answer to question 104 is option number 3. Moving on to question number 105. What does it say? Question 104 is option number 3. Moving on to question 105. What does it say? It says dissolution of synoptimal complex occurs during. So these are the homologous chromosomes, and this is the site at which these chromosomes cross over. Okay, so after crossing over, there is formation of synoptimal complex. Okay, and this synoptimal complex gets dissolved during diplotin phase of meiosis 1. Okay, during diplotin phase of meiosis 1. So answer to this question is also option number 3. I hope this is also clear to you. Moving on. 106. Glycolysis occurs in cytoplasm. Yes, very much correct statement. You also know, we also know glycolysis occurs in cytoplasm. Why? Because all the enzymes required for glycolysis are present in cytoplasm. Enzymes for glycolysis are found in cytoplasm. It is an aerobic and anaerobic. Okay, so glycolysis can occur in aerobic and anaerobic conditions. So yes, A and R are true, and R is the correct explanation for A. Okay, so answer to this question would be option number 1. Both assertion and reason are true, and assertion is the correct explanation for reason. Okay. So answer to question 106 is option 1. Moving on to question 107. What does it say? It says when yeast ferments glucose, the products obtained are ethanol and carbon dioxide. Ethanol and carbon dioxide are obtained when yeast ferments glucose. Okay, so this is present in your respiration in plants chapter. And yeast will ferment glucose only under anaerobic conditions. Okay. Or question 108. What does it say? Which one of the following growth regulators is known as stress hormone? Abscisic acid is known as stress hormone. Okay, because it stimulates closure of stomata during high temperatures and decreases the water loss. Okay, and increases the tolerance capacity of the plants to water scarcity. Okay, so answer to question 108 is option number 1. Moving to question 109, what does it say? It says auxins inhibit the growth of lateral apical. What do auxins inhibit the growth? They inhibit the growth of axillary buds. Okay, so let's suppose this is a plant. There will be an apical bud here, and auxins, they do not inhibit the growth of these apical bud. They inhibit the growth of an axillary bud. Okay, axillary bud which is present here. So the auxins inhibit the growth of axillary or lateral buds. Okay, so answer to question 109 is option 2. All these are direct NCERT statements. Okay. Moving on to question 110. I think this test is easier compared to FT3. Okay, so what is the 110 question, 110 question saying? It says which one of the following is resistant to enzyme action? Okay, so what is resistant to, which one of the following is resistant to enzyme action? Just a second. Yes. So pollen grain has an enzyme and in time. Okay, so this pollen enzyme, it is made up of sporopollenin. What it is made up of? It is made up of sporopollenin. So the enzyme of pollen grains is made up of sporopollenin. Okay. Now, moving on to question 111, what does it say? Starting from the innermost part, the correct sequence of parts in an ovule are. So, inside an ovule, we have to tell that what are the different parts present. Okay, so starting from inside. So, the innermost structure is egg. What is the innermost structure? Egg. Okay, then we have embryo sac. So, see, let's suppose this is embryo sac. Here we will have egg. These are synergists, central cell, antipodas. Okay, so egg, then embryo sac, then nucleus, and then integument. Okay, so this is nucleus. This is integument. Okay, so I hope this is clear to you. So answer to this question is option 2. Okay. Now, question 112, which study the following statements and select the incorrect options. Okay. Let us see. The first statement, what does it say? It says physical removal of large and small particles through filtration and sedimentation is called primary sewage treatment. Yes, this statement is correct. What is primary sewage treatment? What is primary sewage treatment? It is nothing but removal of large and small particles through filtration and sedimentation. What is sedimentation? Sedimentation is settling down of large particles. Okay. What is second statement saying? It says secondary sewage treatment is mainly a mechanical process. What is second statement saying? It says secondary sewage treatment is mainly a mechanical process. Okay. So it is not mainly a mechanical process. It is wrong. It is mainly a biological process. Okay. So the bacteria which are called phlox, they help in oxidation, okay, of the organic material. So secondary treatment is mainly what? Mainly a biological process and not a chemical process. Okay. Now, third statement, what does it say? It says activated sludge sediment in a sewage treatment plant is a rich source of aerobic bacteria. Okay, so what does it say? It says activated sludge sediment in sewage plant is is a rich source of aerobic bacteria. Yes, so just now I told you that phlox are aerobic bacteria and they can be found in activated sludge. Okay, so the statement is also correct. Moving on to statement 4, biogas commonly known as gobar gas is not pure methane. It has methane, it has CH4, but it is not purely methane because it can have hydrogen sulfide, carbon dioxide also. So statement 4 and second are incorrect. So answer to this question is 2 and 4, which is given in option 2. Okay. Moving on to question 113, which of the following alcoholic drinks is produced without distillation? तो अब जो शैतान बच्चे मुझे देख रहे हैं उन्हें तो ये पता होना चाहिए, और अगर तुम बहुत शरीफ हो, सारा दिन पढ़ते रहते हो, तो फिर तुम्हें ये नहीं पता होना चाहिए, ठीक है. सो आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन इज yes, wine has very low concentration of alcohol in it, and wine is produced without distillation. Okay, this symbol means without. It is produced without this symbol means with, so it is produced without distillation. Okay, I hope that is clear to you. So answer to question 113 is option 1. What is question 114 saying? It says lichens are associations of, yes, lichens are associations of what? Algae and fungi. So question 114, option 13 is the correct answer. Okay, beautiful questions you are getting, purely NCERT based, extremely easy. You can get 360 on 360 till now. if the paper goes this way. 115. What does it say in relation to gross primary productivity and net primary productivity of an ecosystem? Which one of the following statement is correct? Gross primary productivity is always less than net. No, no, no. Gross primary productivity is equal to, sorry. Net primary productivity, NPP, is equal to GPP, gross primary productivity, minus uh, respiratory requirements. Let's write RR. Okay. So it is gross primary productivity is always more than net primary productivity. Yes, yes. Gross primary productivity and net primary productivity are one and same. No, there is no relationship between GPP and NPP. See, just now I told you a big relationship. So this statement is extremely wrong. GPP is always large. Okay, because if GPP is small, we will get NPP as negative. मतलब अगर 3 में से 4 निकालेंगे तो -1 आएगा, और जो नेट प्राइमरी प्रोडक्टिविटी हमेशा पॉजिटिव होती है, तो फॉर नेट प्राइमरी प्रोडक्टिविटी टू बी अ पॉजिटिव वैल्यू, GPP शुड बी ऑलवेज मोर. So GPP, gross primary productivity, is always more than net primary productivity. Okay. So answer to question 115 is option 2. I hope that's clear to you. Question 116. Let's see. What does it say? It says which of the following is true for A and B. Okay. So let us see. RNA A and B. So we have to see that which of the following is true for not only A but is true for B also. Okay. So what does it say? It says one is true. It says RNA is genetic material in both of them. Okay. 2 is saying both of them have capability to infect bacteria. So they are saying both of them are bacteriophages. Okay, I am not agreeing, because one is a tobacco mosaic virus and one is T4 bacteriophage. Being obligate, both of them are obligate endoparasites. Okay. And what does it say? Can be killed by antibiotics. See, both of them are viruses. Okay, so these cannot be, this is the for sure that both of them are viruses. Viruses cannot be killed by antibiotics. Statement 4 is wrong. Okay. They both have RNA as genetic material. Okay, RNA have genetic material. So they can have DNA also. Viruses can have DNA also as genetic material. Okay. Capability to infect bacteria. Okay, so this one is tobacco mosaic virus and this is T4 bacteriophage. Okay. And a bacteriophage only has the capability to infect the plants. A bacteriophage has the capability to infect bacteria, but not tobacco mosaic virus. So that is why this statement is also incorrect. Okay. Now, RNA is a genetic material? No. Can have DNA also. So being an obligate endoparasites. Yes, they are endoparasites and they are obligate endoparasites. If they cannot live without host. Okay, if at all they are outside the body of the host, they will die. Okay, I hope that's clear to you. So both of them are obligate endoparasites. So answer to question 116 is option number 3. Okay, I hope that's clear to you. Moving on, what does it say? Next question, it says, mad cow disease in cattle and Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease in humans is due to infection by a prion. So prions are proteinaceous particles which infect. Prions are, what are prions? They are proteinaceous particles which prions are proteinaceous particles which infect bacteria. They have the capability to infect bacteria. Okay. So answer to question 117 is option 4. Moving on to which pair is incorrectly matched? Phaeophyce has algin in cell wall. Okay. Phaeophyce has algin in cell wall. Okay. Correct. Chlorophyce, laminarin is a storage food material in Phaeophyce and not chlorophyce. Wrong. Rhodophysi has two unequal lateral flagella. Okay, Rhodophysi has two unequal lateral flagella. It seems no, Rhodophysi does not have two unequal, does not have two unequal lateral flagella. Okay. Okay, they do not have two unequal lateral flagella. They are non-motile. They are what? Non-motile. Okay, so this is also wrong. This is also wrong. So 2 and 3 are incorrect options. That is option number 4 is the correct answer to your question 118. What is 119 saying? Study the diagram given below and mark the correct statement. Okay, so this is a diagram of a bryophyte. What is it? This is a diagram of a bryophyte. And we have to mark options A and what we have to mark? Options A and options B. So what is A? Yes, what is A? A is a sporophyte. What is B? B is a gametophyte. A is a sporophyte. A is sporophyte. B is gametophyte. Okay, so sporophyte is dependent on gametophyte and bryophytes. Yes, that is a correct statement. Sporophyte is dependent on gametophyte because gametophytes produce spores which germinate to form sporophyte. Sorry, because gametophytes are independent and multicellular. This is the sporophyte. Okay, so they are independent. So this is the this leaf-like structures are there, no? These are gametophytes. So these are leaf-like structures, these are root-like structures, these are stem-like structures, and they are present on gametophytes. And these gametophytes bear sporophyte, which is dependent on gametophyte for its survival. And our sporophyte is haploid. Oh, sorry, gametophyte is haploid, obviously. Okay, it is haploid and it is multicellular and has what? Sex organs. Okay, because it's a gametophyte, it has male and female sex organs. So answer to this question is that a sporophyte is dependent on gametophyte, which is part A is dependent on part B. Okay, and sporophyte is a parasite. Okay, and sporophyte is diploid, gametophyte is haploid, as the name only says. Question 120. What does it say? Question 120 says the floral features are represented in summarized form as floral diagram and floral formula. Yes, it's a correct statement. The floral diagram indicates what are the different features present in a flower, what are the number of petals, what are the number of sepals, what are the number of androecium, what are the number of gynoecium, different features of gynoecium, different features of androecium. So all of these are represented in floral formula and floral diagram. It is a correct statement. The floral characteristics form the basis of classification and identification of flowering plants. Yes, that's the correct statement. Okay, so different flowering plants have different families, Liliaceae, Brassicaceae, Solanaceae. All these are having specialized floral characteristics and they are differentiated from each other based on those characteristics. Okay, so both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation to assertion. So option 2 is the correct answer to question 120. Moving on to question 121, what does it say? Exile placentation is observed in, yes. Yes, see, this statement is purely memory based, and if you have a good memory, you will score. And if you lose this, see, these kind of questions, no, if you lose marks in these questions, this is where blunder happens. Okay. because this is the question which everyone is gonna do correct only. And if you do this question incorrect, because I have done such mistakes in my whole life, I don't know, I have this affection to doing hard questions correctly. There will be questions which nobody will be able to do, and I'll do them correctly and I'll be very happy. But there will be questions which are extremely easy and I'll do them wrong. So I have been there, and I'm telling you, don't do such mistakes. The questions which are very easy, score in them. Okay, because this question will be done by everyone, and if you miss it, you lose marks there only. That will bring down your rank. So answer to question 121 is yes, China rose, petunia, and lemon. So example for exile placentation is China rose, petunia, and lemon. Okay, if at all you are ever going through this PDF, you can see the detailed answer in this PDF only. Okay, I hope that's clear to you. Question 122 is also like this. It is asking in calotropis which kind of estivation is found. In calotropis, valvate estivation is found. Okay, what kind of estivation is found? Calotropis में valvate estivation. What is estivation? Estivation is a term used in morphology of flowering plants to define arrangement of sepals. वो green structures होते हैं ना जो flower में, yes, that to define arrangement of sepals on the flower. Moving to question 123, what does it say? Which of the following is not related to? Yes, Brassicaceae family. So as far as my knowledge is concerned, your Brassicaceae family is removed, I guess. Okay, once check in your syllabus, but let's see what is it saying. But just for practice, we can do it. And if it is removed from your, if it is removed from the syllabus, then don't worry. Give yourself a plus 4 marks. Okay, so which is not a feature of Brassicaceae family. What is, okay, Brassicaceae family, yes, I remember. Cruciferaceae. I see the name Cruciferaceae and I remember suddenly. Yes, Cruciferaceae family is a newly added family in your syllabus. It's inside the syllabus only. So if you do correct only, then only add marks. Otherwise, do not. Okay, so what is the feature of a Brassicaceae family? A Brassicaceae family is having perigynous flowers. Yes, that's a correct statement. A Brassicaceae family is having perigynous flowers. Yes, that's a correct statement. That is what is a big blunder. Okay, because Brassicaceae family में we have hypogynous ovary, which means that the ovary is located superior to all the other floral parts. Matlab, ovary will be superior to all the other floral parts. These are floral parts. Okay. So hypogynous condition is found, not perigynous condition. Okay. What are the other things? Parietal placentation, yes. Different length of stamen, yes. Alternate phyllotaxy, yes. Okay. So make your mistake notebook, take it out and write Brassicaceae family, and on that write parietal placentation, different length of stamens, hypogynous ovary, and alternate phyllotaxy. Okay, so answer to question 123 is third option. Moving on to question 124, what does it say? Read each statement. Endark and exarch are the terms used for describing position of secondary xylem in plant body. Okay, endark and exarch are the terms used for describing position of secondary xylem in plant body. Exact condition is most common feature of root system, it seems. Exact condition is most common feature of what? It is most common feature of root system. Okay, let us see. What does it? Let us see. See, endark and exarch are the terms used in anatomy of flowering plants only, but they are not used to describe the position of the secondary xylem. Instead, endark and exarch are the terms which are used to describe the position of the primary xylem in the plant body. Okay, not the secondary xylem, but the primary xylem in the plant body. That is why the statement is incorrect. Okay, and exact condition is, yes, commonly found in roots. Yes, that statement is correct. Roots have an exarch kind of xylem in them. Okay, that is a correct statement. These exarch and endarch are related to primary xylem and not secondary xylem. Okay. So in endarch type of primary xylem, the protoxylem is present inside and the metaxylem is present outside. But in exarch type, the metaxylem is present inside and the protoxylem is present outside. This is exarch. Okay, so statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. So answer to question 124 is option number 1. Okay, moving on to question 125. Let us see what does this say. So let us read question 125. What does it say? It says, read the following statements about vascular bundles. Okay, so there are 5 statements. Let us read them. The first statement says, in roots, xylem and phloem in a vascular bundle are arranged in alternate manner along different radii. It says, in roots, xylem and phloem are arranged in alternate manner along different radii. Yeah. So what are they saying? Xylem is there, then phloem is there, then xylem is there, then okay, just a second. So let us suppose okay. Let us suppose this is the root. Okay. Now this is one. Let us suppose this is the root. This is the cross section of root. Okay. This pink color is xylem. This is phloem. So it says that xylem and phloem are arranged alternately along different, I'm sorry, along different radii in alternate manner. Yes, this is a correct statement. Conjoint closed vascular bundles do not possess cambium. Yes. So vascular bundles are called closed when they do not possess cambium. This is also a correct statement. Next, what it is saying, in open vascular bundles, cambium is present in between xylem and phloem. Yes. Now, because cambium is present between xylem and phloem, that is why it is known as open vascular bundle. The vascular bundles of dicotyledonous stem possess endarch protoxylem. Okay, so let us read once again. What does it say? In roots, xylem and phloem in vascular bundles are arranged in alternate manner along different radii. As you can see in this diagram, what I have drawn for you, the phloem and the xylem, see this is the phloem. Okay. Just a second. Yes, see. Okay. See, this is the phloem. Sorry, this is the cross section of the root. This black color is the phloem, this pink color is the xylem. So xylem and phloem are present alternately like this along different radii. So see, this is one radius, this will be another radius. So they are present along different radii alternately in a root. So this is a correct statement. Conjoint and closed vascular bundles means they do not have cambium between them. Open vascular bundles means they have cambium present between them. The vascular bundles of dicot stem possess endarch protoxylem. What does it mean? It means that in dicot stem, the vascular bundles have endarch protoxylem, means the protoxylem is present inside and the metaxylem is present outside. Okay. Understood? So, in vascular bundles of dicot stem, the protoxylem is present inside and the metaxylem is present outside. Okay. In monocotyledonous root, usually there are more than 6 xylem bundles present. It means that in monocot roots, the monocot roots have closed vascular bundles because they do not possess cambium between xylem and phloem. So in monocot roots, there are normally more than 6 vascular bundles. This is also a correct statement. So answer to this question would be the correct answer from the following options. All of the statements are correct. So answer is fourth option. Moving on to question 126. What does it say? It says the term glycocalyx is used for a layer present between cell wall and the membrane of bacteria. No. Cell wall of bacteria, no. Bacterial cell glyco-engineered to possess N-glycosylated proteins, no. A layer surrounding the cell wall of bacteria, yes. So answer to question 126 is option number 4. Okay, I hope that was also clear to you. If it is not, you can put them in down. Glycocalyx is a sticky layer made up of non-cellulosic polysaccharides. Okay, non-cellulosic. I have told you this in before class also. Polysaccharides, sticky layers help in adherence of the bacteria to different surfaces. Moving on to question 127. What does it say? It says, which of the following cell organelle is responsible for extracting energy from carbohydrates to form ATP? So the answer to this question is mitochondria. This is direct question from NCERT. It is basically asking you what is the powerhouse of cell. And I think this is the easiest question in the whole question paper. Okay. And this question paper is also an easy one. So there is no, I don't think there should be any problem with that. Then question 128, what does it say? It says chemiosmotic theory of ATP synthesis in chloroplast and mitochondria is based on accumulation of accumulation of H plus ions in the where? Lumen of thylakoids in chloroplasts. Okay, understood. And in stroma and mito. So it is based on proton gradient, that is H plus ion gradient. Okay. Chemiosmotic hypothesis. I am telling you, okay, I want to tell one statement here. Chemiosmotic hypothesis is given by Peter Mitchell. Whether it is correct or not, all of you who have reached this section of the video, tell me whether this statement is correct or not. Okay. The statement is chemiosmotic hypothesis is given by Peter P. Mitchell. That is what is my statement to all of you guys. Tell me whether it is true or false in comments. Okay. Read the following statements, 4 statements, and select the right option, having both correct statements. Okay, so we have following statements. It says Z scheme of light reaction takes place in photosystem 1 only. It says Z scheme of light reaction takes place in photosystem 1 only. Okay, okay, noted. What does the next statement say? Let us see. The next statement says, just a second. The next statement says only photosystem 1 is functional in cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, only photosystem 1 is functional in cyclic photophosphorylation. So we have to find the correct statement. Okay, so scheme of the light reaction takes place in both photosystem 1 and photosystem 2. So this is an incorrect statement. Only photosystem 1 is functional in cyclic photophosphorylation. Yes, this is a correct statement. Cyclic photophosphorylation results in synthesis of ATP and NADPH. No, this is not a correct statement. Okay, this is not a correct statement. We'll see. Stroma lamella lack photosystem 2. Yes, correct. Stroma lamella means we have thylakoids inside the chloroplast like this stacked upon each other, and they are connected with stroma lamella, and the stroma lamella does not have PS2. Okay. As well as NADP reductase enzyme. Yes, PS2 does, they do not also have NADP reductase enzyme. Okay, so that is why, so the statement is correct. Okay, so what does it say? It says in the statement, so what we are saying is statement 2, see, what we are saying is statement 1 and statement 3 are incorrect. Why? Because Z scheme can be seen in both photosystem 1 and photosystem 2, and there is no synthesis of ATP in cyclic photophosphorylation. Okay, and stroma lamella does not have PS2. It has PS1 only. Okay, understood. There is no synthesis of ATP in cyclic photophosphorylation, and stroma lamella has only PS1, photosystem 1. This is an important. So we are saying that statement 2 and statement 4 are correct. Okay, so answer to this question is option 2, option number 1, which says that statement 2 and statement 4 are the correct statements. Okay. And 1 and 3 are incorrect. Let us see question 130. What does it say? In classic experiments on plant, Mendel did not use pod length. Okay, so this is very easy. If a child's blood group is O, the parent's blood group cannot be. Okay, see, let's suppose if the parent's blood group is A and B, so it can be IA, IO, IA, IO, and this O. So it will be, let us see what alleles it has. It has IA and IO. It has IA, sorry, IB and IO. So it will have IB. Okay, let me simplify it for you. Let us take this first one. So if parents are having A and B blood group, so let us take it as the parents are having IA and IO, IB, IO genotype. It has two gametes, IA, IO, IB, IO. Okay. Now, if we combine this, we will get IA, IB, IA, IO. This IA will combine with this, and then this, then IO, 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 IB. So we are getting one IO. This is O blood group. So this can be a blood group of child with this can be a blood group of parents with O blood group. Sorry, this can be a blood group of parents with a child with O blood group. That means अगर parents का ये blood group है तो बच्चे का O हो सकता है. Okay, moving on to next option. It is saying A and A blood group. So let's suppose it has if one parent is having IA, IO, other parent is having IA, IO, and it has following gametes, that is IA, IO, IA, IO. Let us see how do they combine. It will be like this will combine with this will combine with this. This will combine once with this will combine once with this. So it will be like IA, IO, IA, 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 IO, IO. Okay. So there is one genotype which is having IO, and this child will be O blood group. Okay. So this can be the genotype of a parents with child with O blood group. Moving on to this. So what does it saying? One parent has AB, one parent has O. So AB is IA, IB, and other parent has IO, IO. So let's suppose it has gametes like IA, IB, IO, IO, IA, IB, IO, Punnett square we make will be like IA, IO, IB, IO, IA, IO, IB, IO. Okay. So we are seeing that there is no IO. That means these parents cannot have Yes. So, IB and parents with AB and O blood group cannot have a child with O blood group, as we can see here. Okay, so answer to this question will be third option. Okay, now let us see fourth option also. It is saying that parents are having B and O blood group. So B blood group will be IB, IO, IO, IO. So gametes are IB, IO, IO, IO. So we are getting something like, ठीक है, IB here we will write IO, here we'll write IO, IO. So IB, IO, 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 IB, IO, IO, IO. Okay. So yes, see, we are getting here 2I. This will be two IOs and IOs. See these genotypes, that is IO will be O blood group. These are these genotypes. So these both are O blood group. This means that if parents have this blood group, then the child can have O blood group. Okay, so answer to question 131 is option number 3. Moving on to question 132. In the DNA molecule, the proportion of adenine in relation to thymine varies with the organism. Okay, so we have to find a correct statement here. And the second statement says there are two strands which run anti-parallel to each other. That is 5' to 3' direction and 3' to 5' direction. Okay. And the third statement says this is a correct statement. So DNA has two strands which run anti-parallel. One strand is having 5' to 3', and the strand is having 3' to 5'. Okay. Now, third option says the total amount of purine nucleotides and pyrimidine nucleotides are not always equal. It seems no, they are always equal. So this statement is wrong. There are two strands which run parallel. No, they do not run parallel. Just now I told you that they run anti-parallel to each other. That is why this statement is incorrect. Now let us see the proportion of adenine in relation to thymine varies with organism. Okay, so the proportion of adenine in relation to thymine is always constant. Okay, is always constant in DNA. So the statement is also wrong. So answer to this question would be option number 2. Okay, moving on. What does it say? Taylor conducted experiments to prove semi-conservative mode of chromosome replication on which organism? Vicia faba. Beans. Okay, that is beans. Vicia faba beans. Now let us see. Select the two correct statements out of 4 statements given below about leucoperon. So there are 4 statements given here about leucoperon. We have to find which of the two are correct ones. So let us see. The glucose or the galactose may bind with repressor and activate the glucose and galactose bind with repressor and inactivate it. Okay. So this statement is incorrect because glucose and galactose cannot bind, lactose binds. Okay, so this is incorrect statement. Moving on, in the absence of lactose, the repressor binds with operator reason. Yes, repressor binds with operator and does not allow transcription of, yes, ZY genes. Okay, it does not allow ZY genes or something called as structural genes. Okay. So in absence of lactose, the repressor protein which is there, it binds with the operator and it does not allow transcription of structural genes which is required for breaking down lactose. Now because lactose is not there, we do not require those enzymes who break down lactose. That is why in absence of lactose, the repressor binds with the operator and stops the transcription of enzymes which are required for breaking down lactose. Okay. Moving on to the third statement, the Z gene codes for permease. The Z gene codes for permease. This is incorrect. Okay, this statement is totally a blunder. This was elucidated by Who is Jacob and Jack Monod? Yes, Jacob and Monod are the people who gave Lacoperon, the concept of Lacoperon. So this is also correct statement. So we are having two statements as correct answer, correct ones. That is second one and the fourth one. And that is given in, yes, third option. So answer to this question would be option number 3. Okay. The Z gene codes for beta galactosidase and not permease. Okay, that is why third option is the correct answer. Moving on to next question. The organization which publishes red list of species is IUCN. Second option, International Union of Conservation of Nature and Natural Species. Okay, I hope that International Union of Conservation of Natural and Natural Resources. Okay, so IUCN, second option. Moving on to section B, the first question. What does it say? It says, consider the following characters and identify which of the above relate to fungi. So we have to see the characters and we have to find out that which among these characters are related to fungi. Okay, so considering them, the first one is saying heterotrophic mode of nutrition. Yes, this is correct. This fungi are heterotrophic. Okay, so this is a very characteristic feature of fungi. And what it is saying, a dikaryon stage is present. A dikaryon stage is present, it seems. Okay, so that I think this question is incomplete because fourth statement is not given here. So I guess that's a mistake. Don't worry, we'll see. Okay, we'll see. So what are we saying? We are saying a dikaryon stage is present. Yes, a dikaryon stage is present in fungi. And what is a dikaryon stage? A dikaryon stage is nothing but a stage where haploid and haploid nuclei are present in cell and they are not used to karyons. Karyons is a word we use for DNA, okay, chromosomes. So there are two nuclei in the cell, but they're not fused. And this kind of a stage is special for fungi and it is found in fungi. Okay, so it is a correct statement and related to fungi. Moving on. Cell wall of fungi is made up of chitin. Yes, that is also correct. Cell wall of fungi is indeed made up of chitin. Okay. So the third statement is also correct. Okay. The third statement is also correct. So we have all the statements as correct options. So 1, 2, 3 are correct. So 1, 2, 3 are correct. Now 2, 3, 4 they have given, but there is no statement. There is no fourth statement here. So I think there is a mistake in the question. Sorry, mistake in the options given here. Okay, there is mistake in the options. Don't worry. Your question paper will have the correct set of options. Don't worry. This is my copy, and it has a wrong set of options. But don't worry, your question paper will have the correct set of options. So answer to this question is 1, 2, 3. All the statements are correct. Okay. Don't be nervous or something. Your set of question paper will be having the correct statements. I'm here to rectify the errors only. And I'll make sure that these options are changed according to the question. Okay. Moving on. 137. Assertion. The members of rhodophyceae are commonly called red algae. Yes, it is correct. Red algae have predominance of red pigment alpha-arcocerathrine in their body. Okay, so that is also a correct statement. So assertion and reason are correct, and assertion. Okay, wait a second. red algae have predominance of red pigment called phycocyanin. Okay, see, that is why I am telling you that you should read carefully. Now, how I also skipped this. Similarly, you can also skip it in hurry. You should not. It's R Pico, you should always, that is the only reason you should give another look to the question. Okay, now in hurry, I read algae have predominance of red pigment are phycoerythrin. In hurry, I read that. Now again, if I'm looking at it, I found that it's not erythrin, it's R phycocyanin is written. So that is incorrect, right? So A is true, R is false. So answer would be third option. Okay. Now, 138. Which class of algae possess fucoxanthin and pigment phycoerythrin? Fucoxanthin is Phaeophyceae, phycoerythrin is Rhodophyceae. So answer is second option. Okay. The transverse section of plant part shows polyarch, radial, exarch means protoxylem outside, metaxylem inside. ठीक है, exarch xylem with endodermis and pericycle. So see, it has endodermis also, it has pericycle also, and the xylem is exarch. Okay, so endarch and exarch type of xylem differentiation we find in roots. That is what we know. So stem वाले ऑप्शन काट दो पहले कि भाई स्टेम में तो एक्सार्क और एंडार्क का डिफरेंशिएशन करते ही नहीं है, तो अब हमारे पास दो ऑप्शंस है. क्या है वो? ये क्या है वो ये है कि मोनोकॉट रूट और डाइकॉट रूट, दोनों में से विच हैज दिस नाउ. सो देयर इज polyarchy मतलब multiple vascular bundles are present, they are present radially, and the xylem is exarch. Now we have to know कि exarch is present in which one and endarch is present in which one. So see, endarch is always present in dicot and exarch is always present in monocot. See, monocots are older plants. मतलब monocots came before in evolution and dicots came after monocots, right? That's why monocots are X. Do you understand me? So that is why exarch type of root is found in exarch type of vascular bundles are found in monocot root. That is how I remember. ठीक है, मतलब monocot evolution में पहले आया था dicot से, वो X बन गया है. So that's why exarch type of vascular bundles are found in monocot roots. Okay, moving on to question 140. What does it say? It says in pea flower. Yes, so moving on to next question, 140 question. What does it say? It says in pea flower, 5-petal Fabaceae family. In 5 petals are arranged in a specialized manner. One is posterior, 2 are present laterally, and 2 are present anteriorly. So the one which is posterior is bigger one and it is standard petal. The 2 which are present laterally are, yes, what are they called as? These are called wings, and the two which are present anteriorly are called keel or carina. Okay, so answer to question 140 is option 4. Because see, the one big one petal, that is one posterior, is not called keel, vexillum or keel. It is called standard. So all these options are wrong. If only you know that the large one big petal of the Fabaceae family, that is P, is called as standard petal, then you will automatically rule out 1, 3 and 1, 2, 3 options and go to fourth option. Okay. Moving on to question 141, what does it say? It says, identify the correct statements related to androecium in the flower. Okay, so we have to identify the statements related to androecium. These are, the sterile stamens are called staminodes. Yes, correct. When the stamens are attached to petal, they are called epipetalous. Yes, okay, we will see. When stamens are attached to petals, they are called epipetalous, it seems. Okay. Yes, that is correct. Monoadelphi is no. Blunder. This is blunder. Okay, monoadelphi is not okay. It is given China rose. Just a second. When stamens are attached to petals, they are called epipetal. Monoadelphi is seen in China. Yes. China rose belongs to Solanaceae family. I agree, Solanaceae family is removed from the syllabus now, but I think you should read it and you should be very careful about this family because this family has so many members. So China rose has monoadelphi only, correct. Polyadelphi is seen in P. Polyadelphi is seen in P, that is Fabaceae family. Do we have polyadelphi in Fabaceae family? No. In Fabaceae family, we do not have polyadelphi. Then variations in length of okay, yes, mustard belongs to Brassicaceae family and we have different length mustards. I think इससे पहले भी एक question में आया था variation in length of stamens in Brassicaceae family, yes. So E statement is correct. Mustard belongs to Brassicaceae family. P belongs to Fabaceae family, Pisum sativum, and it does not have polyadelphi. Okay, where stamens are present in multiple groups, does not have that condition. Okay, so we have A, B, C, and E as the correct option. A, B, C, and E as the correct answers. Okay. Okay, moving on to question 142. What does it say? It says plasma membrane is made up of proteins and lipids. Moving to question 143, membranous bag with hydrolytic enzyme which is used for controlling intracellular digestion of macromolecules is called, see, it is not endoplasmic reticulum, neither nucleosome. Okay, so answer should be either phagosome or lysosome. Okay, just a second. Yes. So moving on. So answer to this question is, see, it is very simple. What it is saying, the structure is membranous. That is clear to all of you. It's clear to you also. It's clear to me also. The structure is membranous. It has hydrolytic enzymes. So that indicates single membrane hydrolytic enzymes indicate lysosome. Okay, let us move further. What does it say? Controls intracellular digestion of macromolecules. Okay, so it controls the digestion of macromolecules like proteins, lipids inside it. Using what? Using the hydrolytic enzymes with what it has, isn't it? So what? So it means that that organ is a part of your, yes, endomembrane system. And what is it? It is lysosome. Phagosome is a type of lysosome only. ठीक है? The phagosome is not a type of lysosome, honestly. What is it means? It is a vesicle, endovesicle. So the organisms, they eat food through, see, there is a food here. Let's suppose there is an organism. So it will eat food by, like, it will take food inside it like this. Wait a second. Food inside it. See, this is food. After this, it will become like this. Okay, and this structure is phagosome. Okay, so it's basically a structure with food, vesicle you can call it. Okay. Moving to question 144, NADPH2 is produced through what? Yes, so through photosystem 2. Remember? Can you remember above which we discussed Z, cyclic photophosphorylation? Can you recall? Yes, so in cyclic photophosphorylation, there is no production of ATP. Yes, can you recall? Yes, if you can't, move back. Okay, so there's no production of NAD or no production of NADPH in photosystem 2. रेस्पिरेशन में NADPH नहीं NADH प्रोड्यूस होता है, तो ये तो ऑब्वियसली गलत है. ग्लाइकोलिसिस में NADPH नहीं, ये P नहीं होता है उसमें, NADH प्रोड्यूस होता है, तो ये भी गलत है. बट फोटोसिस्टम 1 which is what नॉन साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोरिलेशन और Z स्कीम, यहाँ पे NADPH प्रोड्यूस होता है. दिस इज इन्वॉल्व्ड इन नॉन साइक्लिक फोटोफॉस्फोरिलेशन और Z स्कीम. ठीक है. So answer to question 144 is fourth option. NADP is reduced to NADPH. Again, So NADPH, NADP is reduced to NADPH is the same question. See, both the question 144 and 145 are the almost similar question. ऊपर पूछ रहा है भैया NADPH किस में प्रोड्यूस होता है और हमने बोला फोटो सिस्टम 1 में. नीचे पूछ रहा है कि NADP को NADPH में कैसे कन्वर्ट करेंगे. बोले तो कैसे करेंगे? फोटो सिस्टम, यस कम ऑन टेल मी, फोटो सिस्टम 1 से करेंगे, है ना. सो अगेन आंसर इज फर्स्ट ऑप्शन. तो अगर तुमको 144 क्वेश्चन आता है तो तुमको 145 क्वेश्चन तो आ ही जाएगा. ठीक है. तो मूविंग ऑन टू क्वेश्चन 146, ये क्या बोल रहा है? हीमोफीलिया इज मोर कॉमन इन मेल्स बिकॉज इट इज एन एक्स लिंक्ड रिसेसिव. ठीक है. तो अभी मेल्स के पास एक्स लिंक्ड रिसेसिव मतलब बोथ द एक्स क्रोमोसोम शुड हैव हीमोफीलिया allele for the female to be affected. But in males, if only one X chromosome is also having hemophilia allele, then the male will be affected. So in males, one X chromosome with hemophilic allele is sufficient for the male to be affected. That is why males are more affected in hemophilia, because it is an X-linked recessive character. So answer is fourth option. Okay. I hope you understood. And moving on to 47, in Drosophila, XXY condition leads to femaleness, whereas in human beings, the same condition leads to Klinefelter syndrome. What does it prove? It proves that okay, let us. In human beings, Y chromosome is active in sex determination. Yes, that's correct. Y chromosome is active in sex determination in both human beings and Drosophila? No, no, no. In Drosophila, Y chromosome decides femaleness. Okay, that is wrong. In Drosophila, Y chromosome of man have genes for the syndrome. No. Y chromosome does not carry the gene for Klinefelter syndrome. Klinefelter syndrome simply occurs because of an extra X chromosome. Okay. Okay. So the occurrence of Klinefelter with XXY condition proves that in human beings, what does it prove? It proves that in human beings, Y chromosome is active in sex determination. Okay, that means if Y chromosome is present, it will be male. If it is absent, it will be a female. Okay, now because this has Y chromosome, because of this, Klinefelter syndrome is only seen in what? Males and never in females. Okay, तो अगर तुम बुक खोलोगे और पढ़ोगे तो उसमें देखोगे कि क्लाइनीफेल्टर सिंड्रोम के अंदर लिखा होगा सीन इन मेल्स, नॉट इन फीमेल. फीमेल में क्या दिखता है? टर्नर्स, व्हिच व्हाट इज इट? इट इज XO. ठीक है. तो दिस condition, that is XSY, because it is only seen in males and it is a Klinefelter syndrome, what is it proving? That it is proving Y chromosome is important for sex determination in human beings. Okay. Identify the correct order for organization of genetic material from smallest to largest. Okay, so this is a very simple question. तो हमको सबसे छोटा वाला, अभी सबसे छोटा कौन सा होता है? Do you guys know? The one, देखो जीन सबसे छोटा है, तो we have to largest to smallest it seems. So सबसे large chromosome, नहीं, genome is the largest one. ठीक है, what is it? Genome is the largest one and smallest one is gene. So which option has similar characteristics? Let us see. Genome is the largest one, smallest is the gene. Okay, so fourth option, genome, chromosome. Okay, there is nucleotide also. So what is a nucleotide? Nucleotide is ribose sugar. Okay. Can be ribose or deoxyribose without oxygen at second carbon position of ribose sugar with phosphate and nitrogen bases. So this is basically a nucleotide. All these nucleotides combine to form a DNA, and a segment of DNA is gene. Okay, so smallest is gene, but if nucleotide is given, that will become smallest. So smallest is nucleotide, then gene will come fold upon itself to form chromosome. Multiple chromosomes constitute gene. Answer is first option. Okay. I'm sorry. Yes. Which of the following step of translation does not consume high energy phosphate bond? Okay, so we have peptidyl transferase reaction. So what it is saying, peptidyl and peptidyl transferase enzyme does not use ATP. Okay, so that is what it wants to say. Okay, that means the enzyme which transfers peptide bond does not use energy. Amino acyl tRNA binding. Okay, so binding of amino acyl tRNA to a site of ribosome is an energy consuming process. Translocation itself is an energy consuming process. Amino acid activation is also an energy consuming process. That is methylation. Do you remember? Yes. So the only option left with others peptidyl transferase. So peptidyl transferase is an enzyme which transfers peptide bonds, okay, which forms peptide bond. Transfers to छोड़ो, forms peptide bonds. Okay, so and this enzyme is a very kind. इसको लगता है पहले ही बहुत एनर्जी 1000 जगह पे दे दी है, तो मैं नहीं लूंगा, तुमको फ्री में काम करके दूंगा। तो ये एंजाइम फ्री में काम करता है हमारे ट्रांसलेशन में। लेकिन जब वो राइबोसोम पे ए साइड पे जब अमाइनो एसिड it uses energy. Okay, translocation itself or process uses energy. Amino acid activation also uses energy. Okay, so option is answer. Oh, sorry, answer is option number 1. Moving on, saccade grooves are especially useful in generating environmental awareness. No. Preventing soil erosion. No. Saccade grooves. Very. Okay, okay, okay. So there is no. Okay, just a second. I'll show you here only. Yes, here we are. See, what is it saying? देखो, just a second. What is it saying? Sacred grooves are specially useful in generating environmental awareness? No. No, sacred grooves are a form of conservation of biodiversity. तो वो उसका कोई मतलब ही नहीं है environmental awareness generate करने से। मतलब it can be useful for that, I'm not denying, but that is not the primary reason, or that is not why specially they are useful. Not for preventing soil erosion. Okay. Okay, just a sec. Yes. Year-round flow of water in river. Year-round flow of water in river. No. No. Sacred grooves are not useful for that. They are used for conserving rare and threatened species. So sacred grooves are a form of conservation of biodiversity. They are useful in conserving rare and threatened species. Okay, they are useful in conserving rare and threatened species. Okay, I hope that's clear to you. So sacred groves are type of conservation of biodiversity. ठीक है, which type? In situ. Sacred groves are in situ conservation. Okay, in situ conservation of biodiversity. Okay, I hope this is clear to you. If you have any doubts, you can put them in comments. I am happy to correct them. Okay, or sorry, to solve them. And see you with the next video. Till then, bye bye.